What's up, YouTube? We are here with
Mekk-Knight.
All right, sir. What'd you play this weekend?
I played Trickstar Mekk-Knight with a cool combo in my extra deck.
All right, let's see this.
We played 3 Candina, 3 Licorice, and 1 Lily Bell. I think this is the standard now. Without Sky Strikers, you can't really afford to play 2 of this card. Versus I play Desires, so I definitely don't recommend playing 2. I don't play any Sky Striker cards. That's another thing. Like I think without with 1 drones, it's very like underwhelming. 3 Purple Nightfall, 2 Blue Sky, and 1 Indigo. I wasn't going to play a deck at this event that did not main deck 3 Purple Nightfall. That card's insane right now. It's a back row format, and like this just keep coming back every turn. It's like a wind-up rabbit, and like it gives you a +1 every time. Like why would I not play it when everybody's setting 5? Like,
did you think about exploring yellow and red?
I was playing yellow, and then I chickened out at the last second and just put an Indigo instead, and Indigo was awful. It was awful, and I definitely missed yellow all day. Red was like very underwhelming when I played it. It was only good against True Draco, but yellow was a lot better, and I suggest you to at least play yellow with Indigo, or just cut Indigo altogether and play with yellow. Like, Indigo sucked. I only used his effect 1 time in the tournament. It won me a game, but it, like literally I was winning anyway, so it didn't matter.
Okay.
Hand traps, 3 droll, and 2 ash.
Yay, cheeseburger.
Okay, so
So why 2 ash?
all right, so I'm gonna give you the lying answer. I'm gonna give you the real answer. So the lying answer is 5 hand traps are statistically correct because you should draw 1 in every opening hand. But the truth is, I only had 2, and so I only played 2. And you know what? I actually opened 2 ash like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, it was good. I didn't draw any hands that like were filled with hand traps though, so I guess that's an upside. I main deck triple Twin Twister. Even though I decided to go first, like if I won the roll, I still decided to go first regardless because I'm playing Trickstar, they naturally go first, right? But Twin Twister, the reason I played it over Heavy Storm Duster, because I was playing Heavy Storm Duster first, but it's good going first and second. And like against Pure Striker, you can hit just their Widows. And like usually they only have 2. If they have 3, you're probably just gonna lose, or like your target. You probably actually just target it with Light Sage. But you can hit their Widows and go off. You can discard Reincarnation, make an extender, and if they play around Droll, or not Droll, Reincarnation, you can just hit the 2 cards they set, and it's just a blowout. That happened multiple times. I just set Twin Twister turn 1, so it was really good. And 3 Light Sage, and then 2 Terraforming because it's at 2.
Soon probably to be 1.
Yeah. This is a weird card. 2 World Legacy's Memory. If people don't know what this card does, it's a quick play. It's like an emergency teleport for a Mekk-Knight monster, but it comes out in defense. But for the rest of the turn, you can only special summon Mekk-Knight monsters. And at the end phase, that Mekk-Knight monster goes to your hand. So you can like play it like Scapegoat, set it, and then on their end phase, activate it, get purple, use purple's effect, banish it, get a blue, and then purple comes back. So it's very similar to Scapegoat in that aspect. But also, like, you can just like do it during your turn after you've already Licorice and Candida and stuff. So it's really good in that aspect. It also is required for the combo that's in my extra deck that I'll show whenever I get to it. 2 Scapegoat. I drew this a lot, and it was great. It was like a win every time, except in top 64 where there was like a miscommunication and he activated multi-roll. And I was thinking on Resolution if I would activate this, because the only thing I lost to was Afterburner, and he just hurried and flipped up Afterburner. And like, what was I going to argue? I was going to activate this card because it's going to die. So I was just like, I just sent it to Graveyard. But I was going to activate during Resolution, but it was like a miscommunication for both parts. So it's fine. That's why I lost game 2 in top 32, or top 64. 2 Desires and 2 Call by the Grave. I think 2 Desires is correct. You never want to draw 2 Desires, and Call by the Grave is a good card.
Because we're in the staple now.
Right. And go on to the traps, 3 Reincarnation, and this one's weird, but 3 Strike. So I think Strike is like better than the other Solemns. I think Judgment kind of sucks right now because it's a lot of life points, and all the effects are very redundant. Like, you can activate multiple engages, you can activate multiple of everything, so they seem really like bad. And maybe you can play impermanence in this spot, but I actually like Solemn Strike a little bit more, because if you hit Kagari, they can't just get into another, like a Shizuku or something, and just add another card. So this is really good in that aspect, and it's also like you can stop hand traps with it, you know, and like it's actually just really good. It was really good all weekend, so I definitely like Solemn Strike in the deck. But that's all the main deck. It's 40 cards.
All right. I actually like this. Kind of wanted to test this.
The extra, 1 Link Kribo, 1 Link Spider. We were playing 2 Link Spider at first, but it only came up when you got Gozen under Scapegoat, and like that's very situational, and like I just ended up cutting it. You only really need 1, I think. Then the Nightmare package. There should have been 2 of this. There was 2 all week, and then I decided to cut it last minute for this other card, but that was completely incorrect. There should have been 2 Phoenix. I missed it 2 or 3 times, and yeah, there definitely should have been 2 Phoenix there. Holly Angel. I think she like literally should still like be in the deck. People cut her all the time. I don't understand why. Like if you know the combos, especially if you're under Gozen too, that's where it mostly comes up, because you do side deck Gozen, but like if you know the burn combos with her, you can like 8,000 them out of nowhere with like hardly any cards. So there's like a bunch of like tricks you can do with her. The other card I played was like the Light Mrs. Radiant. This card was trash. Never made it once, never came up. The situation was, wait a second. Sometimes like you just want to make a Link 2, and it doesn't like there's nothing you really need but a floater, so you just make this, so like if they kill it, you get Candida back to your hand. But honestly, it like literally never came up, like hardly ever. So honestly, I would end up cutting this. It wasn't very good.
It could be the Phoenix.
Yeah, it would definitely be the Phoenix. Dingrease too, this card comes up constantly. It's great. I made it like 3 times. It won me every time I played it. Like you can send Reincarnation and use an Extender. It's great. Boral Sword and Firewall. This is how you kill your opponents with Scapegoat. Pretty much every time you activate Scapegoat, they just die every time. I only did this once though, the combo with the Lily Bell. But I don't think I actually even needed it. Honestly, I think I could have just won through Boral Sword anyways. But this was like guaranteed win, so excuse me. Maybe I can actually see someone cutting Firewall, because like it wasn't actually like that needed. Boral Low Dragon. I cut Trisbania for this card because like there's niche situations where this just comes up, and like you need to like take their Bull Sword and kill them, or like take their Boral Load, or like it's really good. It's very niche. I never made it this weekend, but I definitely continue playing it. And here's the combo. You play 1 of the Mekk-Knight Link 2 and Spectrum Supreme. Okay, so the combo is basically you need a Mekk-Knight and any other monster in your field, and a Mekk-Knight in your hand, basically. It's the only thing you need. It's really easy. So if you special some blue, search a Mekk-Knight, and you have a Licorice or something, you're trash, right? You can make Spectrum Supreme with those 2 cards. If you can search on blue. So you link Licorice and blue into this. You discard whatever you search. It doesn't matter. And then you search for the quick play. And then you can activate the quick play, get a Mekk-Knight from your deck, turn those 2 into Spectrum Supreme. And Spectrum Supreme cannot be targeted. When he doesn't point to anything, he can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. If there's nothing in his column, he can attack directly. And I think it's tribute something in his column to special summon 1 from deck, or it's at 1 he points to. I think it's in his column, but like you never use that effect because you don't want to put him, you know, like open. You can special summon Mekk-Knight from your deck, but you don't want to make him open like hand trap or something. But he's like how you beat the pure striker decks, because they literally have like almost zero outs to this card. So he was insane. Every time I made him, I literally just won the game. And then the last card was Mega Fleet, because I side Cyber Dragon, so that was why that was in there. I guess you could also like blow out a Cyber Dragon player if they left out on the board or something. Extra, or the side deck, 3 Cyber Dragon. I didn't know how many people were going to be Gumbar looping with Goki. But apparently all of them did, so this card wasn't very good, but I guess it's still okay, because if you, like your last 2 cards is like Candina and like this, you can just like break the extra link, and actually, I think that actually breaks their board with just those 2 cards, so maybe this is still good, I don't know, I have to do more testing with this card. 3 Inspector border. This card was like, it was for Altergeist, and like you could side it in the pure mirror match, and they're just playing pure with like traps and stuff. But most people playing Mekk-Knight or Sky Striker, so it's not that good in the mirror match. But against Altergeist, it's amazing. I didn't play any Altergeist this event though. I played like 7 Sky Striker, pure Sky Striker or something. Beat every one of them but 1 in the top 64. The only one I lost to. My losses in Swiss was to Goki, because I got hand loop, just couldn't do anything, and then Spiral, because Spirals always beats Trickstar, like the entire time. So it just happened, but this deck performed very well. 3 Shared Ride. This card's just insane against Goki and Pure Striker. It's also really good in the mirror match too. I found that out like round 3. I never really thought about signing it in the mirror match because I haven't been playing since like April, so I didn't get to go through the whole Sky Striker format before this. But this card's actually just really good in the mirror because like they go like activate terraforming, you activate this, like what do? Do you just like you're gonna give them a lot of cards if you keep playing? So I started signing it in the mirror match after I realized it was good. Then it was 3 anti-spell. This card was for pure striker, but honestly, I don't think you need it. This should have just been Ghost Ogre because I completely forgot about that card. I was like rushing to do the pre-register to get the dice. But yeah, this should have definitely been Ghost Ogre, I think. And the last card in my side deck is just 3 goes in match. This is a good card. It was good all weekend. I only drew it like once or twice, but it's good every time I drew it. So.
Cool. Any final comments?
I would have played 3 Ash if I had them. You probably should play 3 Ash. I have some shout-outs, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I have shout-outs to Card Monster Games. They're my sponsor. They're really cool guys. Shout-out to Chris Deskins and Isaiah Horner. They're the Goo Crew. They're awesome. They help me borrow, let me borrow cards and stuff. Shout-out. I forgot to shout-out Bo in the last video. Bo Smith. He brought this deck to my attention without the Spectrum Supreme and stuff. Like we figured that out on our own, I guess. But he was like the first person to ever tell me about like Trickstar and Mekk-Knight ever. And like I was like, this is trash. And then like apparently people were already playing it, but I didn't know that because I wasn't keeping up with Yu-Gi-Oh like since like April, and they didn't start playing that until like the Sky Striker format. But I'm still saying he invented most of this deck, and I just innovated it a little bit. So shout outs to him, and just shout out to everybody at home and help me. It's great. Shout out to Rob because he's awesome.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem.